What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you all are having a fantastic week. I know I haven't been on this week, but yeah, the sleep schedule was all messed up, so it's okay though. Uh, so by what you see in the title is going to tell you the NDA is gone. The NDA is gone. It's gone. It's gone. I don't think you understand how excited I am for that. Dude, that's awesome freaking news. So something I wanted to hold on. I have it pulled up right here. We're gonna talk about the update that they posted on the NDA, which I think is fantastic. Cat, dude, why? Cat won't even let me bring him on screen, but he's there. He dug his nails in to make sure I knew. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the update that they posted, because the fact that, dude, the fact that they took the NDA off is massive. That is huge, because not only does it make it to where content creators can stream it, it also makes it to where you don't have to worry about being fined or sued because of the fact that you broke an NDA, which is great. So, but real quick, we're gonna go ahead and go over this, talk about it, so that we can kind of hear it straight from the horse's mouth. All right. Marathon closed alpha update, which it was posted yesterday, which is awesome. Hold on. We'd like to start this update with a big thank you to everyone who has joined us in the Marathon community or signed up for the alpha since our reveal showcase last weekend. As developers, we believe community feedback and dialogue is essential to make the best version of Marathon. Up until now, the feedback has come from closed playtest sessions in the spirit of building towards that future. We've decided to remove the NDA from our closed alpha test. Thank God. Everyone can share their thoughts, feedback, and footage, including streaming, starting on April 23rd. How we defined closed alpha. This is a true closed technical test of Marathon. What that means is that you'll be playing an incomplete version of the game. Side note, that is massive. Okay, the fact that they are telling you this is not the complete version of the game, so do not judge it based on a complete version of the game. Remember that. That is big, because a lot of people are going to try and look at it as, oh, well, you know, the game, it doesn't feel complete. It's because it's not. It's not a complete game. Okay. Our primary goal is to test two things: technical capabilities and our moment-to-moment gameplay loop. We plan to break stuff, which that's awesome. It's great that they actually say that, which I'm happy they do. Alpha is a curated, limited slice of systems and content. We welcome feedback across the board, but the areas we are most keen to hear your thoughts are jeez, dude, I can't talk. So I'm sorry, but the areas we are most keen to hear your thoughts on are weapons and gameplay, or weapons and gunplay. Which, if it's a Bungie looter shooter, I'm expecting Halo and Destiny level of gunplay. Just saying. Maps and survival gameplay. Runners, including kits and build crafting, early game progression, including factions, contracts, and faction upgrades, PvP engagements with other runners, PvE engagements against AI combatants. It's important to note that alpha is in capital letters, not. So for all you gremlins out there thinking this is a complete game, it's not. Keep that in mind. Alpha is not the complete game. It does not include final visuals and graphics, including animations and lighting. Thank you for putting that in there. That is good that you put that in there. Full and polished UI, which that's if I get into the closed alpha, that is something I'm going to be looking at. All runners, all zones, including the marathon ship, which, if I'm not mistaken, the marathon ship is actually going to be not released on launch. It's going to be released shortly after launch, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Pinnacle and endgame content, all weapons, items, consumables, plants, cores, and mods, all factions and upgrades, long-term progression in systems, complete narrative and storytelling systems, and final shipping content, ranked play, final balance. We'll be hosting developer Q&As, streams, and jumping in with other creators all next week. See you on Tau Ceti 4. Which, if you don't know, Tau Ceti 4 is the location of where this is taking place, by the way. The importance of dialogue. Keeping an open dialogue is a crucial part of alpha and beyond. We've been tracking several topics since reveal, and we're looking forward to seeing and hearing your feedback as you play the alpha. After the closed alpha test ends, we'll be summarizing the major things we heard, our thoughts, and what comes next. If you haven't already, make sure you hop into the Discord and sign up for the alpha for your chance to play. If you are outside of North America, we will have additional opportunities for you to play Marathon before release later this year. We are still in the process of configuring our global data centers, and they aren't ready for large-scale public testing yet. In the meantime, Traxxas sends regards. Dude. Sorry, I have a cat that's being really obnoxious right now for no reason. What is this? Oh, I'm turning that down.
Attention all runners. Traxxas Offworld Industries is currently seeking candidates for resource extraction on Tau Ceti 4. Traxxas Offworld Industries is the interplanetary economic leader across every major industrial category. Align with a corporation at the forefront of innovation and gain access to cutting-edge equipment and sponsorship. Please note, applicants will not be considered Traxxas employees. As non-corporate temporary assets, runners are not entitled to any worker protections or corporate representation.
Oh. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. All right, so that was the more about the alpha. All right, so I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna put gameplay in the background as far as just hold on. Let's see here. Nah, we'll do a gameplay loop of. We'll do this. I don't want to take anybody else's gameplay. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. We'll put this in the background. Okay, this is the gameplay from the alpha testers that were testing it before the reveal. So I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna give you my thoughts as far as how people have taken it, or how people in the community, whether they're content creators, not content creators, other, and stuff like that, and kind of give my own feedback, because I've watched plenty of videos, whether it's been about the individual or the actual runners or the gameplay loop, or I've watched people that have played or done the play test, aka like Lupo, Scaro, Active, a bunch of people. So the biggest thing that I've seen people that have a problem with is the art style of the game. People have a problem with the art style because they think it's too out there, too how do I put it? There's a lot of people out there that are not necessarily big fans of the art style. Okay, and listen, that's their opinion. I'm not going to sit there and tell somebody what they can or can't want to see. Okay, it's not my job. That's not for me to judge on somebody else's opinion. Okay, but one thing I can say is this is like, there are people saying that, oh, it's kind of a forgettable game. I don't agree. I think, honestly, just based on the art style alone, this game is 100% like unforgettable, because the fact of how this art style is something completely different than what we normally see. Outside of the art style, or something else that I've heard a lot of people be upset about is price point. There has not been an announced price point that's been set. Okay, the theory that we have, because what Bungie has said so far is that the price point is going to be considered a premium price, but not full price. So right now, full price for a game is between, let's say, $55 and $75 for a game. Okay, so if I had to guess, a premium price is going to be anywhere from, let's say, $25 to $45. Okay, I think it's going to be maybe, let's say, in the $35-$40 price range. Okay, for the base copy, not like not extended edition, but not like special edition or legendary edition or whatever the heck you want to call it, or deluxe or whatever. I think that's really not that bad. Let's say the game's $40. Really, $40 is not that bad. Now, yes, it does not come, by what Bungie has said and stated in many interviews, is that it's not going to be coming with a story like a campaign mode. It's coming with 3 maps on launch. 1 map is coming after launch, and then you're going to have 4 playable characters in the alpha, but you're going to have 6 characters when full game releases. So again, I think $40 is pretty fair. Just saying, I think it's pretty fair. The next part is people want to try and say, well, why not free to play? Why not make it free to play? Free to play is the way to go. I'll be honest with you, free to play is the worst decision they can make. Okay, I really do believe that. Because think about all the free-to-play games that you've ever played, and especially anything that has PvP in it. Now think about how many times you had to deal with a cheater or a hacker or something like that. Basically anytime you had to deal with a cheater in a free-to-play game. Well, guess what? A lot of times the cheaters and hackers are in that game because it's free to play. All they got to do if they get banned is say, okay, well, I'll make another account. They don't have to worry. They don't have to pay money. So all they got to do is just make another account. That's the problem with Warzone. That's the problem with, I'll be honest, Destiny 2. You get that problem. You get the same problem in Apex. You get the same problem in Fortnite. There you go. That's a massive problem in my opinion. Past that, I'll be honest with you, the fact that the main reason for them going to $40 or to being a paid for game is to get around, or to get around the whole hacking deal. Okay, it makes it to where hackers actually have to pay money to try and hack again. So that's another thing that I heard a lot of gripes about. But I think there's a lot of good things about this game. Okay, I think that you have the first thing that I would say, and I know I took a little pause there, but it's more because I'm trying to think of what order I should put them in. But honestly, you have an extraction shooter coming out on console and PC, whereas it's the only extraction shooter to ever. Well, it's the only time a AAA studio has put an extraction shooter out on console. There has never been a full-blown extraction shooter on console before, ever. That is huge. That's massive, as some people would say. Because, I mean, now you're pulling in a whole nother demographic into the game, or into this genre, which is really good. And that could be really good for viewership for streamers. Second of all, I think a massive difference between this and other extraction shooters is the fact of, as an extraction shooter, normally you don't have revives. You don't have a revive system. Well, guess what? In this game, you will have a revive system. I think that's also really big. Something else that's really good is the fact that by most accounts that have talked about it, the Marathon ship, which is supposed to be releasing at some point. What's going on, Dope Shark? Dude, I'm excited. Honestly, the buzz on the Marathon Discord is wild too. Lots of hype. Dude, the hype for this game is real, and you're gonna get a lot of people that are haters that just want to see Bungie fail just because it's Bungie. Okay, a lot of people are still pissed off with Bungie because of the fact that Bungie or Destiny 2 doesn't have content that those people paid for, which I understand the disappointment and how people are upset about that. I get it, because guess what? I paid for that content too. But you know what? Things had to be taken out to make way for new things. It happens. I don't think they realized the amount of degradation the content would take on when they took it out of the game and didn't add it back into the game for so long. So I think, yes, on one hand it sucks, because I would love to be able to go back and play the Forsaken campaign, or go back and experience Red War again. You know, make a new character from scratch and play Red War. I think that'd be great. But things happen. Just saying. But back to Marathon. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. But either way, I think a massive thing that's going on is you have a lot of people that... Oh, I remember. You have a lot of people that are hating on Bungie just to hate on Bungie, because they're like, oh, well, you know, how can I trust a studio if they're just going to take my money and then take the content I paid for out of the game and make it free to play? You know, well, dude, that's not your decision. That's up to Bungie. I get that. If the game is good and it's fun, and they are adding new things, then play the game. Now, if you don't want to play the game, I said the same thing about Marvel with a few people that I knew it wasn't necessarily their type of game, but I told them they should check it out. They did. They didn't like it, and I was fine with it. I wanted to play with them really bad, but if they don't like the game, they don't like the game. I think the biggest thing, though, is this game has the potential to be groundbreaking. Seriously, like, it has a lot of potential behind it. And that's me saying this as somebody that grew up with Halo 2, Halo 3, that grew up with that, or that, you know, after high school, I had Destiny 2, I've done day one raids, I've done day one dungeons, I've done day one content, I've gotten every expansion that they've ever put out. I'm a Bungie fan through and through, and but I'm also able to be realistic, and I'm also able to be. I can also talk shit about the game if it's bad. And I said this about with Destiny 2, with episode 1, with episode Echoes, not the greatest. Episode Revenant was garbage, probably the worst content that I've played since the 2 blues and or 2 tokens and a blue. Okay, but what I see on this game now, mind you, again, I haven't played this. I have not played this game yet, but everything that I see makes me want to play this game. Yeah, no joke, man. It seems like the cool thing to say at the moment is GTA 6, Marathon, etc. is going to suck. It's banned by the... No, definitely. Now, I will say, and I actually just got out of a conversation talking about this. I will say I'm not a fan of the fact that it's coming out the same day as Borderlands. I think that's a really bad move. If anything, put it a week after Borderlands. That's what I would say. Because I think releasing on the same day as another looter shooter, especially one of the looter shooters that really defined the market, is not a good idea. And it also has a very large following. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Like it kind of like that does not feel good to me. I think that's not a good decision, but I could be wrong. But when it comes to like GTA 6, dude, I'll be honest with you, any game that's released within a month of GTA 6 is screwed off the bat. Right off the bat. Because you're going to get a lot, or the majority of things that's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of the larger streamers playing GTA 6. Oh, this year is pretty stacked. Not going to lie. So, but some other things that I think need to be addressed is how the revive system works. Because if I think what makes Tarkov as grueling as it is, when you die in Tarkov, you lose your stuff unless your teammate brings it back for you. If you die in this game, if I'm not mistaken, if you die but a teammate gets out, you get your stuff anyway. I think that if you go in and you die, you should lose your stuff. You should lose your stuff unless your teammate gets it out. Just saying. But again, I need to play the game first. I want to play the game first before I really truly pass judgment. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna shoot it straight down the middle. If it's good, I'm gonna tell you it's good. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell you it's bad. If some parts are good, some parts are bad, guess what? I'm gonna tell you about those good parts, and I'm gonna tell you about those bad parts. I'm gonna tell you because it needs to. So the way it's gonna work, if I'm not mistaken, the way it's gonna work is if you die and somebody comes by and loots your bag, your stuff gets taken. But if you get revived before you extract, then you either get like a base copy of what the weapons you're using or something. Like, I don't know exactly how the revive completely works. But then again, this is also the alpha. By if I'm not mistaken, by what I saw in the gameplay reveal, one of the guys died. He got picked back up, and he still had all of his stuff. I think they may be doing that for the alpha by itself because of the fact that they want people to play the game. They want people to learn the systems. So that could be it. I could be wrong, and it could be changed. Everybody needs to remember that the alpha does not mean that things are done. I did see they started sending alpha codes. Trust me, I have been on the hunt for an alpha code. But yeah, so like, I think what people are going to run into is they're going to think that, oh, well, we're doing the alpha, so they're pretty much done. No, dude, they're not done. They're not done yet because they still got 6 months, about almost 5 months, well, a little over 5 months till release. They're not done tweaking on this game. They're not done wrenching down on this game. Yo, what's going on, No Pocket? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, they're in no way doing that. So, but just remember that this, like, what's coming up next week is the closed alpha, and like I read, it is not the finished game. It is a closed alpha, so it's huge. And I'm gonna tell you, if I can get into the alpha, I'm streaming it, man. I'm streaming that, buddy. I'm pumped. I am pumped. Might even try and do. Okay, so let me keep going with what I think so far of Marathon though. The other thing that I'm really hoping for is that they do add lobbies for single player. So if you want to run solo by yourself, they make a lobby that's for solo players. If you want to run run duos, you can run duos. If you want to run trios, you can run trios. I think that's a really good idea. So, the looting system looks pretty good. I like the way that the loot system is. I like the AI. I like the fact, by what I've saw, that AI can actually be punishing, not just a pushover or a walk in the park. It actually punishes you. I think that's really good. Oh, nice. How far did you run tonight? No Pocket? Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. Like, the alpha. They're gonna ask people what, their opinions, what they think needs to be changed or fixed or added or taken away. Something I think they do need to add is a social space of some sort. I'm not, and I'm not even saying a social space is like large as Destiny's Tower. I'm not saying that. Give us something small, like a fucking, like a house or something like that everybody goes into, and you can see what people's main loadouts that they usually use, or what their last extraction, what they got from, or the fuck. I'm so sorry, chat. But like what they got from their last extraction, their skins and where they got it, how they got it, the ability to have them join your team, that kind of thing. I think that'd be really cool. But again, it does not need to be the size of Bungie's or of Destiny's Tower, because that would be too much, I think. Who's that? Dope Shark. Yo, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate it. Yo, no go. Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, buddy. If you guys got ads, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I think this game is just going to be so overly comp that it's going to depend on the person if they enjoy it. Hold on. I always forget that this alert takes a second. Yeah. Love it. I love that alert. It's one of my favorites. All right. I think this game is just going to be so overly. So when you say overly comp, tell me what you mean. Are you talking like super competitive? Like, are you talking R6 style competitive, or are you talking like CS:GO? Like, what are we talking about here? I I think it in a sense it will be. So here's what I'm gonna tell you, No Pocket, and I think this might be something that you can get behind. It's gonna have a regular version, but it's also gonna have a ranked version as well. Which that's something else that I think is really cool, is the fact that I think the biggest thing or something that's really cool is the fact that they're adding a ranked, which I don't have a huge laundry list of experience with extraction shooters, but I feel like that is something that is really big. So, well, I'm not saying regular, but I'm saying like a base list, a base playlist, and then they're gonna have the ranked playlist, if that makes sense. So, which I think that's really cool. I think that's cool because it gives the super sweaty players a chance to have their own game mode, and then gives the not as sweaty, not as competitive players their game mode. In my opinion, I could, and like I said, I could be wrong. But yeah, I think something that is hold on. I think something. I think it's big. I think it's big. Yeah, my point is, no matter what playlist you're gonna play, yeah, listen. But that's the territory with extraction shooter. Okay, I will say that now. The territory for extraction shooters is that they can be pretty sweaty. Okay, but I mean, any game that has a larger skill gap is gonna be like that. It's gonna be like Apex, where it's all fun and games until it's not. Yeah, I mean, kind of. The big thing that, and I was actually just talking to my cousin about this, not even 20 minutes ago, but well, actually longer than 20 minutes, about 45 minutes ago. And something that he brought up was the map size. The map size worries him because to me, it doesn't necessarily worry me that much. I think the map size for this game is not that big. It really isn't. Or it's not that small, sorry. It's got 7 separate POIs for Dire Marsh, which is their bigger map in general. But it's going to have 18 players. So 6 teams of 3. Okay, or 8 teams of 2. Whatever the case may be. But I think overall, sorry, 9 teams of 2. My math sucks. But I don't think that's that bad. I don't think that's bad, to be honest with you. So, but overall, I think the biggest thing that we're going to have to, or I can really say, is I cannot pass massive judgment on this game until I play it, until I can actually physically put my hands on it. But I also, when I do pass said judgment, y'all will be the first to know. I will be straight up honest with you if I feel that the game is not good or if it is good. I can see foul level of sweat, but I don't know. I think it's going to be comp. What I'm trying to say is it's going to take skill. You can't just walk in and be good. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but could be less popular. Maybe dope. Maybe dope. I mean, the way that my cousin and I were talking about it, like he showed me the woods map for Tarkov, and you're only getting a max of 15 people on there, dude. And that map is massive. So if you can get 15 on that map with that it being that big, I think it's like this map, Dire Marsh, is a lot smaller than that map. So I think overall 18 is pretty decent. But yeah, I think overall, marathons just it people need to remember it's not finished. It still has some time to cook. But Bungie has been known, they have had some flops, but they have been known to do really, really well with games. Okay? Burnsy, what you doing, buddy? What video are you watching for this? So I just have it in the background playing right now. This is the cinematic trailer that they played. What's going on, buddy? But yeah, just kind of talking points. Just talking about what I think so far and how I think how it's gonna turn out. I'm just glad that they went away with the NDA, because if you got into the closed alpha, there was so many things that could go wrong. With the NDA, I guarantee you somebody would sit there and try and stream it, or make a video on it, or a TikTok, or whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's dumb. On top of that, the fact that you have people that they're gonna fucking try and leak something. It doesn't matter what it is, they're gonna try and leak something. And I think the main reason for having a closed alpha under NDA is not even to keep people from streaming it, but it was more of the fact that they want to go under the radar with what they're doing. They want to do everything as much as they can in secret so that it surprises people. Just my thought. But I'm gonna tell you, dude, as long as I can get a code, I'm jumping in as soon as I get it. I'm jumping in and I'm streaming. Dude, I'm so fucking pumped. I don't think y'all understand. That and here's something else that I will say. I have yet to really have a game where, since I started streaming, I've yet to have a game that I came in for at the beginning, before it started. It got hyped up before it got going, and then stayed with it the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Steam. So they're going to be sending codes for everybody, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, as long as you are in North America. Now, they said that if you're outside of North America, you can still get a code, but you may experience some lagging issues with the servers because you are outside of the US. Keep that in mind. Hold on. I think somebody just messaged me. All right. So originally I was gonna play the closed alpha on Steam because of the fact that I wouldn't be streaming it. Now that the NDA is gone, I will definitely be playing it on Xbox to make sure I get the smoothest stream possible. If I tried playing it on PC while streaming, I don't think my computer would hold up. And I'm just giving, no. Actually, that's not what I want. It's not what I want. Let's see. What's that? I'm rocking a 3080. Yeah, so I have a 2070 Super, but I also stream from a laptop, so it's not going to hold up to it. I promise you. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it because not only is it another game that Bungie's putting out, and I love the gunplay that Bungie always finds a way to put into the game, but on top of that, it's another game that I can grind out that I feel that I will enjoy. And I've always wanted to get into extraction shooters, but I never really could. I never could get into them, and so it is what it is. But I'm excited for this because of the fact that it is going across the board, is going to everybody. No more Marvel Rivals, dude. I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a couple months. I wish I did. I just haven't. Sucks. Sorry. I mean, Marvel. I do want to try and kick up Marvel again at some point. And we get to try it for free. You are correct, as long as you can get in. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not annoyed about forking over some cash when it comes time, because I'll play the fuck out of it. Yeah, I really haven't been playing as much either. No pocket as far as the rivals, but I can, and see, that's the other thing with marathon. I'm just imagining all the cool fucking shit that you can do, that you can play. So what they mean by full, it's not going to be full price. So full price right now is anywhere between $55 and $75. They're saying they're going to do a premium price, which is going to be, I would say, between 25 and 45, which is fair. They're probably going to lean more towards 40. So, but we'll have to wait and see. We shall wait and see. Damn, that's good. That's a good one. That was a good toke. Tasty. 40 sounds fair. I agree. So here's what by what they have stated, this is what's going to come at launch. It's going to come with the 6 characters. Okay, 6 operators. Now, mind you, that does not mean that they can't add more operators in the future. Just remember that. But on release, there will be 6 characters. There will be 3 maps already in the game. Shortly after it releases, don't know how long, but shortly after, there will be another map that gets added. That 4th map, they are saying it would be, supposedly, it's going to have raid-like mechanics from Destiny. Not mechanics replicated from Destiny, but mechanics as far, the style of mechanics almost. And it's considerably harder, but it's supposedly a lot of fun. So we'll see. So 6, they said that there's going to be 6 on release. There's only going to be 4 on alpha, or the alpha playtest. What does raid like mean? So when you have an encounter, let's say, so it's going to be very puzzle heavy. It's going to have a lot of puzzles to find loot and a lot of things to unlock before you can move on to another portion of something. So that's what I'm talking about. Hold on one second, because the cats are getting crazy. Raise this chair up. Some days I hate this chair. Okay. I'm back. I know you got to see my fat butt get up. So there is no campaign. There's not going to be a campaign in this game. But there is going to be a story-like narrative. Now, nobody knows exactly what they mean by story-like narrative. But there is going to be a narrative of some sort. Um, in the middle of fighting, yeah. So the way that it's going to work is you're going to have to do. So it's going to be a PvPvE, which is player versus AI. So what that means is you're going to be fighting AI while fighting other players. Which I'm excited for. I think that's great. Because by what Lupo says, now mind you, Lupo has been playing Tarkov for years. He's played Destiny for years. He's been playtesting this game for, I think he said 7 years now. And something that he mentioned is like Tarkov, the higher up you get as far as rank wise and gear wise, it gets to a point where scavs are like nothing to you. And he says that Marathon with the AI, they are not something to screw with. Like, they are hard. Okay, I'm putting this cat in the room. Give me 1 sec. Oh, snap. Yo. Jaslyn, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know if that's a bot or not. Let it slide for right now until something happens. If something happens, then you can change it or you can do something. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think overall with whether it's, I think the biggest thing that we're gonna run into and that we need to judge this game on, we can't truly compare it to Tarkov, because Tarkov is its own entity. Like, dude, what I will tell you, and I've never played Tarkov, I've only watched it. But just by watching it, you can tell that there's not a single other there's not another studio that would actually make Tarkov, or that would make something close to Tarkov, because Tarkov is its own entity. It is insanity. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I think overall oh, dude, you're good. You're good. I'll take a look at it here in a little bit. But I think the biggest thing we need to do is take, like, when we play this game, is not to compare it to other games. Let the game speak for itself. On top of that, also remember, the game is not finished. There are things that are gonna be broken. There are things that are not gonna work. There are things that are not going to be what they should be. That is okay. The game is not finished. So if any of y'all in chat get into the closed alpha and you start playing it and you're like, dude, why am I clipping through this wall? Why can't I pick up this weapon? Why can't I hit this res? Why can't I extract? The game's not finished. There are gonna be bugs. There are gonna be problems. That is okay. Just remember that. But yeah, other than the primary things that I've mentioned already, I will say I love the look of this game. It looks fantastic. I think if If you get a code, one of you guys can. Well, that's very nice of you, No Pocket. I will say, No Pocket. I think this game could be up your alley. I think it could be. But yeah, I'm excited though, and I hope you all are too. I mean, not just as somebody to to come and watch, but to actually play. And I hope that if I can get into it and play it, I hope you all can come with me as well. We can go on this beautiful adventure of learning a new game and getting good at this new game. It listen, if you can get in, man, listen, I want you to play. I want you to play, have fun, and learn it. You know what I'm saying? The other thing that something and kind of to go back on the topic though, something else that I really think is a good thing is they're gonna be doing inventory wipes every season. Now, how long is the season? Nobody knows. How long? It could be a month. It could be 3 months. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 6 weeks, 12 weeks. Who knows? Who knows how long it's going to be? But every season they're going to do an inventory wipe, which most extraction shooters do in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Tarkov does a wipe every time, or does a wipe every so often. Because once you get to a point to where you have everything you could ever ask for out of that game, it's you kind of get bored. There's no more grind. So I think inventory wipe is actually a really good idea, and I'm happy that they said yes to that. Um, I love the fact that there's going to be not only do your runners have their own set of abilities, you can actually add mods to your runner that make them have abilities from other runners. Tarkov also has wipes, but not so frequent. It's see, I don't know. I don't know how frequent they do it. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm like, I'll be honest with you. I've been watching marathon creators with their content like all week. Not even gonna lie. I've watched people across the board. Not even joking. I've watched people that have had some of the most outlandish takes on it, but I've also people that had really good takes. Somebody that if you've never watched him, I highly suggest watching him. His name is Pirate Software. He was a developer with Blizzard. He worked on World of Warcraft. He made his own game, Heart Shadow, I think. I mean, he's been around the gaming sphere for like 15 years, 20 years, or something like that. Like no, not that long, maybe 15 years. But has a great take on it. So what I would say is go check out the Bungie reveal stream that he did. It's at like look at I think it's like at 11 hours or something like that because he did like a 12-hour stream. It's like 11 hours and somewhat and 30 minutes or something like that. Go check that out because he also did an interview with game devs after, and he asked some really, really, really good questions. Um, so overall, I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. Um, and I'll be honest with you guys. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. If there's good parts and bad parts, I'll tell you about the good parts and bad parts. Straight up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So, what else? Yeah, Am I expecting a lot? Explain. What? How do you mean by expecting a lot? Like, what do you mean? Dude, who let this cat out of the room? Um, okay. Are you expecting a lot? Like GTA, we expect them to show up. Are you expecting this game? Okay. I think that's a valid question. Am I expecting this game to show up as far as the intensity, the gameplay being extremely good, the gameplay loop being really good? I'm expecting it to hit across the board. I think. Do I think it's overhyped? No, I don't. I think it's. I think it gets a lot of hate because the fact that it's Bungie making a game. I also think that it gets a lot of hate because the art style is maybe not necessarily what somebody likes. But I also think it's getting a lot of attention because of the fact that it's a AAA studio making a game, and it's in the extraction shooters space. And overall, I think it's also making a lot of waves because dude, the art style is not something that we normally see. Think of No Man's Sky in turn. Showing up so ridiculous. What are you talking? Like how No Man's Sky came out and it was a trash game, and it was literally one update away from being turning into a ungodly perfect game. I think this game it's going to come out and it's going to have its issues, but Bungie. So according to people that play tested it, that play tested multiple times, things that were problems and things that should have been fixed and added, they told the devs, and the devs fixed it. Some of the things they even fixed right on the spot. And if they continue with that, think of Marvel Rivals with how much the devs really care about the game. They care about the game enough to the point to where they literally did a random wipe, a rank wipe to the rank structure or to the rank system mid-season, caught a ton of flack from players, and reverted it the next day. I think that as long as Bungie does that, they stay on top of it, they stay with the community, then I think they will do really well. Tanith, what's going on, buddy? How you doing tonight? They better not sell skins for insane prices like Apex that have $100 skins. I agree. I don't think they will. If anything, they are gonna do what they did with Destiny. They're going, the most that you're probably gonna find things costing is like, I don't know, $20, let's say. Which I'm not. I'm one of those people. I don't do the whole buying skins and stuff like that. It's just not for me. So I'm seeing everybody say that they're handing out skins. me hold on. Or not skins, codes. Let me take a gander here. Let's see. Nothing there. I'm checking. Oh, yeah. Your boy's in it. Yes. Fuck yes. Yo, we're in it. We're in it. We're fucking in it. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Hold on. Give me 1 sec, guys. Hold on. I need to make sure that that Necro and Gribbs check their emails so that they can find out if they got in as well. We shall see. Yeah, they. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Give me 1 minute, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Hold on. We're gonna do that. All right. Let's see here. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Okay, hold on. Do that real quick. I know that I'm kind of all over the place right now. I want to get this done now. I'll be honest, I want them to succeed, but if they start with this virtue signaling, I'm gonna flip. Now they're handing out Steam codes. Let's see. Cancer no bueno. What's going on, Cancer? How you doing tonight? I feel like that sounded really bad. I'm sorry. I didn't want that to sound as bad as I thought it would. But No, listen, I'll be honest with you. I get it because the fact that there are some developers out there that just don't understand that people don't want to spend that kind of money for that shit, dude. Where's my controller at? There it is. No, we can do this. We got this. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see. But wouldn't it be better to charge for cosmetics and not the actual game? No, I would rather them charge for the actual game. Okay. Let me put it this way: you will never find a game that will not charge for cosmetics. I'm gonna tell you that now. Also, the reason that they want to, that they're gonna charge for the game is because it's to battle hackers and cheaters. Because if right now, as it stands, whether any free to play game, whether it be Destiny has a big, massive problem with cheaters in PvP. Then you have Fortnite, Warzone. All of them have problems with cheaters. Okay? What happens in free to play games with cheaters? They get banned. What happens when they get banned? They're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to create another account. And then they get banned again. And they keep doing it over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, it may have cheaters even if you have to pay, but it gives them less of an incentive to keep playing the game and to keep cheating. I mean, that's essentially how it's going to go. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 minute. I'm doing this code. Oops. So yes, please. Very nice, very nice. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. All right. We're in it, buddy. We're fucking in it. Oh, hold it. Hold it. There we go. All right. Okay, let me get back to reading here. I'd rather have more people playing for cheap in the studio making their money off skins. No, I would much prefer having a paywall to get into the game. Okay? Much preferred. Fair point, but they won't sell the game for $100. That is also true. They've already stated that their money or the game is not going to be a full price game. It's going to be a premium price, but not a full price. Premium price is probably going to put it between $25 and $45. So I would say between $35 and $40. Just saying for base game. let's see. It's the idea that they have to rebuy the game compared to free-to-play games where it's just a new download. You are correct. Yeah, dude. You know how many times I've actually talked to somebody where what they did is they literally all they did was they got banned. They made a new email. They made a new account. It took them all of like 20 minutes to do all that. That's all they did. And then they were back up and playing in no time. Bungie has done nothing to improve the anti-cheat. This smells like a cash grab by the second. It doesn't feel like they have worked anything new as anti-cheat. No, so Bungie has actually done some stuff, not necessarily to the anti-cheat, because that's BattlEye is not Bungie's anti-cheat. I hope you know that. BattlEye is its own entity. Now, what they can do on their side, they have done a little bit. Plus, they have made it to where banning accounts is not going to be done by a dev personally every time. Banning accounts is now an automatic ban by the system. Okay? So if there's anything that can be traced to cheating, hacking, net limiting, any of that, you're getting banned. Shared accounts, guess what? It's against TOS, you're getting banned. That's a deterrent, but a lot of people will still do it. They'll still do it, but they got to figure out how to get around the paywall. They're going to try and get around the paywall somehow, but it's not going to work. Well, and see, the other thing too that you run into is like with Destiny, to be able to play trials, you have to have the current expansion and have the season. You have to pay for the season if you didn't pay for the deluxe edition. Okay? If you get banned, guess what? You got to buy the game again. You got to pay for the season again. And then on top of that, you got to get all your loot back up to power. Keep that in mind. I don't think it'll be as bad as D2, though. I really don't. Also, if any of you guys join the Discord, let me know. I can send the link. Yeah, go ahead and if you can pin the link in YouTube and Twitch, then go for it. No pocket. I can't do trials because of insane amount of... Dude, I'll be honest with you. The last couple weeks that I did play trials, I didn't have that many issues. I didn't find that many cheaters. No, I wouldn't say it's looking shady. I think it'll be fine. Dude, this cat, man, I swear. Anybody want a cat? I'm selling them. I'm giving them away. I want this game to see. Okay, I read that. Yeah, but see, that type of mentality is not in my opinion, not the right type of mentality to have. Because if you're gonna enjoy the game, you're gonna enjoy the game whether there's cheaters or not. I hate to say that. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. If you want to sit there and really play the devil's advocate on it, I'll be honest with you. No matter what game you play, unless it's an offline single player game, you're gonna find cheaters. Unless it's something that's gonna have nothing but PvE, you're gonna find cheaters. It sucks. It sucks because in this day and age, you would think that we would have something that's better than BattlEye, but guess what? We don't. Got my trio from Apex, but if I see cheaters on day one, Not even gonna buy it. I don't care. It will suck. That's my biggest concern. I think they should. Now, I will give you credit for that. All right, that is completely understandable. I do agree. The IP ban. I fully agree with the IP ban, because that makes it to where they have to buy all new hardware. They're not so, but the problem that you run in with AI anti cheat is it's not always reliable. Just like Battle Eye is not reliable either. We've seen it. We've seen that where it's not reliable in any case. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. That's end of the the hell's on my fucking leg. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. I'm 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 in the game. I'm in the game. I'm in it. Hold on. Oh, you fucking kidding me? I don't want to buy fucking Game Pass. Okay, hold on. Fucking dumb. Fucking Game Pass. Fucking bullshit. I've gotten away with not using Game Pass for the longest time, and I don't want to fucking use it. I think it's garbage, but damn, $19 a fucking month in my wallet. Let's see here. What fucking card is that? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, and see, like, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those people where if I'm excited about a game, I'm excited about the game. I'm excited about this game. I think it's going to be fun. I personally am excited for it because it gives me another game to grind that I actually really want to play. Okay, good. You guys can't see that. I want to make sure y'all can't see what I'm doing. So, but yeah, it gives me another game to grind. It gives me something to look forward to. So, and I'm excited for it. And I think overall it will do good. Wrong one. Um, hold on. Hold on, chat. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Chat. So I'm part of Pirate Software's Discord, and holy shit, dude, his Discord is off the fucking chain. Like massive, massive, massive. He's got like like 500 fucking rooms in here. It's insane. He's got so much he can talk or that he talks about. Also, if you've never watched Pirate Software, I highly, highly suggest go look him up. Very entertaining, very funny. Plays quite a lot of games. Has a very large repertoire, I promise you. You will not be disappointed. Hold on.
Free shipping, free returns, and in-store pickup make it easier than ever. Shop now in stores and at Nordstrom.com.
someone's poop, they do a little dance. Why? 'Cause they're party poopers. Okay, I got one. Did you know that frogs pee to scare predators? So if you're near a frog, you're in the danger zone. You're in, get it? We're dropping science at the Virginia Aquarium. Click to learn more.
Lamb of God, live. July 24th, Allianz Amphitheater at Riverfront, Richmond. With special guests, GOOO, Hatebreed. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Part of the Virginia Credit Union Concert Series.
Invest 529. Virginia taxpayers can direct all or part of a Virginia income tax refund directly into one or more Invest 529 accounts. Learn more at invest529.com.
All right, chat. I am gonna have to get off. My daughter's not in the greatest of moods, and she's not wanting to go back to sleep. So I appreciate everybody coming by. I know this wasn't a very long stream. I know I have to cut it short, but I appreciate every single one of y'all coming out, and I appreciate all of y'all who followed today. Y'all are awesome, and I appreciate it. So, but yeah, I will be on tomorrow. I hope I can get on a little bit earlier than normal. So hopefully, we'll see. But I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace. No pocket. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy or stupid. And that goes for all y'all. I can't bail y'all out. So